Okay. Hello, hello. So we got audio, at least on the microphone. I'm assuming the game works as well. It's just when I alt tab out of it, I don't hear anything. All right. Let's see. I think I got everything. Give me a second. I'm just gonna fill up on water, and then we're gonna start the stream properly. Usually trying to think where we left off yesterday. Oh, I think we were about to go out and do some night activities with Van and Reset and one of the children, I guess. Don't think about it. Don't worry about how that sounds. But yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Also, has everyone seen the news? Looks like we got Trails remake in the works. That was surprising. Ah. Okay, let me just open the walkthrough that I've been using. I believe we do have one side quest on this night area, or rather, night section before we continue the story. But yeah, Trails in the Sky FC remake. It's only going to be the first game for now, but it's surprising. In the trailer, it actually, in terms of graphics, it looked better than the newest games, which is funny. Like, since I already played the original, I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it when it comes out, or if I'm gonna wait for there to be ports to PC or something. Because I think right now only the Switch was announced. I do own a Switch, but I don't know. I usually don't like playing games on it. I've been shying away from consoles unless it's like something very specific. Like if it's something that I like, feel is this is a portable game, or something that I would like to just bring to, I don't know, to bed or whatever. Uh, I'd rather play it on PC otherwise. And like the PS5 is kind of, I do own one, but it's kind of fucked. It's like only gets used when there's an exclusive that I don't want to, that I can't play anywhere else, but I do want to play. And even then, it's like, sometimes I'm just like, oh, it's exclusive, I guess I just let it go. Because it feels bad when there's an exclusive and it just comes out on PC anyway a year later. Like, say, it's usually the fate of half the PS5 games coming up right now. So like now I'm kind of wondering about Monster Hunter Wilds, like how the announcements looks like. What they usually do is they end up releasing it on consoles first, and then a year down the line we get the port. And I don't want to. I'm kind of over buying games multiple times. I say as a fighting game enjoyer. Let's see. I think we just need to follow the quest marker for this. There's one thing that's kind of weird about the newer games. They'll have a quest that are like, oh, so you'll have to solve a riddle and find stuff. And the riddle is just follow your map, stupid. So this way leads down to a mine, does it? That would make an excellent backdrop for a game, but nah, it's probably too dangerous down there. Hey there, I've got solutions. You got a request for us? Well, expect you to help me out again. Thank you. Figured we'd at least hear you out. What's got you all the way out in Basel, anyhow? Especially all the way out here in the dark. You ain't up to something shady, are you? Oh, I'm just scouting locations for my new game. It has a mystery theme, so it only makes sense for it to be dark and secretive. Let's get down to business then, if that's alright with you. I worked with a really bright friend of mine on this concept, so if I can iron out the kinks, I'm sure it'll be a hit. We'll solve a series of puzzles, all while using these special gimmicks that fit Basil hand in glove. Yeah? What kind of gimmicks are we talking? Well, it would spoil the fun if I just told you. Here, have this leaflet. Let's see here. Urgent message from HQ. I kind of wonder about Van's dialogue sometimes, because he tends to abbreviate words and sort of slur here and there. that's the way that they seem to write it out. So I kind of wonder how it looks like in Japanese, if it's like different, if it's not as polite as the others, and maybe that's how they decided to write that out. Let's see here. You got Aaron just being super rude all the time, so I don't think they were going for the same thing, but definitely less polite than the girls in the team. Catch the rogue hacker on the loose in Basel. HQ will track the target's movements and relay them to you ASAP. All transmissions will be sent in code to avoid leaking information. Decode the messages and apprehend the hacker. Seems like we're hunting for Ren. For a kitty. Secret agents, huh? Alright, I'll bite. And decoding our messages forms the puzzle aspect of the game. Exactly. Sounds fun, right? I think we really knocked it out of the park with this one. So, what do you think? Interested in giving it a shot? Sure, we got our other work taken care of. Why not? Awesome, I was hoping you'd be up for it. Let me put your names down under the tester group real quick. There's another tester working through the game right now, so see if you can solve the puzzle before they do. I see. I didn't realize we weren't the only testers at the moment. Yeah, I'm sending applications all over the place. My other tester started just a few minutes ago. I've got a special reward for whoever beats the game first, so good luck. Let me move the microphone a little bit. Ah, the hunt is on now, isn't it? Well, good luck. I'll be watching from the sidelines to make sure everything's running smoothly. And there he goes. So now what? We don't even have our first message yet. This is true. He did say that HQ would send us messages, but how? HQ to Spriggan. We found traces of the hacker in the artisanal district. Investigate the suited triad. Suited triad? I don't recognize this address at all. I think it really is him. This first riddle should be easy to solve. I imagine it's like a warm-up. Suited triad. Makes sense. Let's get cracking then. Just follow the just follow the marker. Isn't this the girl that was playing with the RC cars? I guess that's the kid over there. Or no, this is someone else. Who's got the mecha feet standing right there. I guess that is the suited triad. Well, if there ever were a suited triad, this would be it. Not the easiest first riddle in the world. There's many chimneys everywhere around here. Indeed, it does make sense for a district this industrious. It looks like we're not the first to make it this far either. Ugh, I walked around this damn place for ages and it was right here the whole time. I also take it through the other tester for a loop. One of the students. And here's the next set of instructions. It's almost like he's watching us. Normally, I would assume the same, but I imagine at least one of us would have noticed them if they were tracking us by hand. I think we're receiving these messages automatically based on our cipher location data. That might be giving him too much credit, no offense to him. No, I think this is the work of his helper. Must be a network expert. Got a lot to think about once this is done. But that can wait. Let's look at this next message real quick. HQ to Spriggan. The hacker's long gone from this area, unfortunately. We've picked up another trail elsewhere in the artisanal district, though. Investigate the Bat's Roost. Why is it capitalized, though? Yeah, go fig. Of course there's more to it than that. And talk about cryptic. The hell's a bat, all caps. Ordinarily, I would assume the mammal. Given how it's written, I imagine it's alluding to something else. At any rate, we didn't encounter any bats in the mine, if memory serves. Those letters do ring a bell. Where have I seen them before? Big Bachelor Artisanal something? The roost part makes me think there's some place they all come back to, but that they're normally out and about. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that fits that description. This one sounds more specific. Follow the Ah! Why are you like this? Well, this is the Aerotram station, and I think we've struck gold here. Bachelor Aerotram. Ah, right, that does make sense. BAT is an acronym for the Bachelor Aerotram. Alright, yeah, makes sense that this is the roost. They all stop here. And boom, there's the next message. HQ to Spriggan. The hacker has made their way toward Newtown. Board the tram and pursue them. Straightforward enough, this one. Yeah, let's hop on. This does offer an exceptional view, especially at night. Oh, I see a familiar face took the tram just before we did. Let's see here. Well, if it ain't the Aramis kid we bumped into earlier. He's been a step ahead the whole way, from the looks of it. Well, I'm not about to let some snot-nosed runt like him outwit me. Let's get moving. Man, I remember when I was all held up about beating people to the punch like that. Youth, huh? I'd think of a thing, but you make fun of yourself well enough as is. Haha. Fans old, haha. It looks like they've already made their move. Looks like it. So, now what? HQ to Spriggan. We found new traces of the hacker. Disregard the kitty for now. Your target is Z-Cat number 1. Z-Cat number 1. Disregard the... Oh, that's what it is. It might help to write it out on paper. This one would have been too much for the small fry's brain. How cruel. I get a pretty good idea of where the objective is. I can see it on that sign over there. Let's head on over and take a look. A cat, huh? But what do cats have to do with an orbital net? Oh, her. It's almost like I said it at the beginning of the mission. The moment they said hacker, I was like, oh, it's Sorry, for a second I thought she might be around. What are you doing here, Elvis? Today's unexplained incidents and the whole place just feels wrong. I don't like it. Disregard the kitty. Z-Cat 1. And here we are. C-Cat 1 minus the cat. C1 Racer. You just cut the cat, huh? Almost too easy. Cut the cat. Our next message should be arriving shortly. Yep, stay sharp, gang. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Yo, you in the game too? Yeah, I guess so. Didn't know there were other people doing this. HQ to Spriggan, the hacker got away. But their tracks are fresh, they should still be nearby. Head for coordinate marker... The fuck is that? WXBC. Well, what the hell is this? Doesn't make a lick of sense. I really don't want to lose to these guys. Gotta think this one over. Well, I'm heading out. Catch you later. Have fun. Best of luck out there. Puzzling time. Let's start with the easiest stuff first. Poor guy, he doesn't have help. We got we got coaches. I suspect that we need to fill in the square marks with letters. Once we complete the sentence, the phrase will come together. Yeah, and once we have the full phrase, the rest is a cakewalk from there. Let's follow the code and see what we find. Or just follow the question mark. The exclamation mark. That's so sad. No thinking. Only map. No, I think it's the one below. So, first floor is Vern Arms, second is Vern Store, and the building itself is Vern Plaza. I don't know how that... Vern Arms or VA? That lines up with the code. Does it? VWX, VBC? No, ABC. Oh. Oh, I see it. I see what they're trying to do now. Whoops. It's a VWX, ABC, just alphabet, and then... Okay, pattern. Pattern recognized, even though I'm an idiot. It's not too hard if you know your way around. We made a good time on this puzzle from the looks of it. Oh, would you look at that, another message. From your engineer, a pair of CCF goggles will spell your way. CCF goggles can be found at the Vern store if memory serves. We heard about them earlier, didn't we? Yes, CCF is the Liberal Kingdom's principal engineering company. They were notable for building the first orbital airships. So now we got Liberalian goods to the picture. That really makes me think it's her. Anyhow, let's go get those goggles. Give goggle. Hey, quick question. You guys stock CCF goggles? We sure do. Here's a pair for you. They will spell your way, the riddle said. Is there writing on them? I don't see anything on the frame, so... Oh, the lens, perhaps. Bingo. Check this shit. Await the arrow tramp. The bench will beckon. Guess we just gotta follow the breadcrumbs now. The arrow tramp is just up the stairs. Let us make haste. VA. They don't mean Vern Arms, do they? What else could it be? Ugh, I hate this puzzle shit. I don't get these riddles at all. Almost like we're a step ahead this time. Let's hurry. Can't let the kid show us up. Roger, roger. It's a kitty. Well, if it ain't the Student Council Press, figured you had a hand in this.
You caught me. Good evening, Spriggan.
Oh, it's voiced. So, little Miss Violet was behind it all, huh? Feels oddly appropriate. I'm flattered to hear that from Langport's own little prodigy. So how do you get roped into all this? Well, I happen to know the Game Master through the net, you see. He'd been putting out all these fascinating riddles online. I figured I might as well reach out to him. We got in touch and eventually came up with the idea of this game. What better setting for a cyber-themed story than Basil? Having got to try out this new mail API that I'd been tinkering with, I learned quite a lot from this little exercise. Do you just know everyone ever? Jeez. I did learn about your hacking exploits as Skitty through MK's database. But I didn't realize your talents spanned far more than just security. Thank you, I still have much to learn, of course. Took him long enough. Ugh, must have fell behind somewhere. I mean, it's 3 heads versus 1. Huh, I was wondering why you were here. This was just an excuse to work with that Percy guy, wasn't it? This is all just stupid. The council president broke her own curfew for this shit? Oh, don't single me out, you meanie. I just so happened to hear from someone about a bored-looking army student wandering around the city past curfew. Imagine my shock upon learning it was none other than you. So, James, did you have fun being a naughty little boy? Well, you felt a thing. All that effort for a dud of a game. Oh, could have sworn I heard you racking your brain a bit at some of those riddles there. I mean, Okay, fine. They did make me think a little, kinda. It's excellent news. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear it. Wait, so did you really make that auto-send API thing for the emails? Like, you made it from scratch? How the hell are you even real? No wonder Ronald and I don't measure up. Well, fine, I admit it. You're pretty damn good. Oh, thanks, but flattery will get you nowhere, mister. Oh, would you mind keeping tonight our little secret? I'm not sure what I'd say if, as you mentioned, everyone found out I was breaking my own rules. Sure. Just as long as you keep me a secret, too. I'm not privy to the specifics here, but it looks like they've worked things out. Yeah, just kids being kids. Ronald, so he's the other brain cell in James' group. These things have settled down now. Just have 2 brain cells. Percy shortly arrived on the scene, and the participants gave him their impressions of the game. Well, good work everyone, and thank you for the rave reviews. I owe a special shout out to Ren. Without her, none of this would have been possible. Oh, think nothing of it. Thank you for having me. If you ever get the idea for some other game, do let me know. You got it, thanks a bunch. And I never thought my online friend would be a high schooler. You're really something special. I mean, how the heck did you learn so much about the orbital net at your age? I feel like you're gonna leave me behind if I'm not careful. I gotta branch out and level up my programming skills. Best of luck with that, pal. Gotta say, this was all pretty fun. But I'd be down to try whatever you come up with next. Thank you. I still have a lot of kinks to iron out, for sure. But I might be able to go public soon. It's almost ready for average Joes and Janes, I think. Now, here's still a prize for you guys, since you got here first and all. Again, thank you so much for participating. Look forward to the next game. With the game wrapped up, Percy excused himself to mull over his feedback. And Ren and James snuck back into the hotel for the night.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
Still not 3. Oops. I'm just gonna delete my progress for no reason. Okay. With that all done, it's time to head out. Will this area do the trick?
Yes, it should be perfect.
What's that? Resets magic phone.
Parabolic shards expanded, initiating satellite communications.
Holy shit. Loading screens, holy shit. Again? Some of our research was supposedly used in making it too. What is it, Theo? That wasn't what I thought it was it? A low-altitude communication satellite flying 900 stelage off the ground under the Sea of Stars. Low-altitude satellite, huh? One of the many cutting-edge orbits you guys are operating in secret, huh?
Indeed. Vern aided in its development, and the President of Calvert has given its use his tacit approval. As long as we continue reporting data on its usage, admittedly.
Sounds like him, alright. So this is how you report to HQ without the risk of anyone listening in?
That's correct. I don't believe communicating using Basel's orbital network to be safe at this point in time. As a Code E matter, the main AI in our headquarters will begin analysis and threat level determination as soon as it has received the proper data.
Main AI. Man, what the setting has become. Must make things easy just having a computer do everything for you.
Something about that just doesn't sit right with me.
There's two sides to every coin, as the saying goes. Man, Van gets no voice acting in these in these scenes. Marduk ain't the only one whose tech level is off the charts. No, it's not even tech. It goes for martial arts, magic, and the like too. The Genesis and Almada aren't much different. Yeah, you always got one society or something just being way beyond everything else. And they're mysterious. But whether something's above board or not, it all comes down to how you choose to grapple with it. It is kind of interesting that the robots that the society had been making at the beginning of the series were like these mysterious things that only they could do, and then other people started showing up. And later you learned that most of their technology was set up by these workshops that worked independently, but they were just consolidated by part of the organization. So, and yeah, I guess at this point they might just be working with separate, different organizations at this point, or on their own, or breaking off, because the society is starting to sort of lose its edge versus some of the other organizations in the setting. You should try and keep that in mind.
Sure. Loud and clear, Professor Arkwright. I was forced to grapple with that damn tyrant. I know what I'm doing on that front.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you do. Don't mind me telling the other two all that's happened here, by the way.
By all means. Whether it's permitted under our company rules is a gray area. But that is the Arkwright Solutions way, isn't it?
Look at that. Seems I can't stop rubbing off on people.
So I've noticed.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for bothering you so late. I thought you would be in for the night by now.
It's like, I saw your satellite. Oh, it's you. Wait. You may have seen the satellite from the observatory, yes. I was just calling to ask for your help with something. So over at the Institute not too long ago, we... Jabber jabber. Jabber jabber jabber. Jabber jabber. Got it. We're meeting at the main gate, right? We'll be there in 20. We should grab small fry on the way there. I don't know why we didn't bring her. Something about... Oh, it's these guys. Something about having her answer calls for yes, if something happened.
The preparations are coming along nicely. And this is going to be fun. Much as I wish we didn't have to leave most of the execution to that filthy worm.
He is an overseer much like myself. I am sure he will play his role perfectly. Just take care not to let the window of opportunity pass you by.
Who do you think you're talking to, puppeteer? As if I would fail.
Still voluptuous woman. Did she ever get a name? I forget.
This battlefield will soon be an essential part of the preparations for our endgame. I will be looking forward to seeing what you can do as well, Golden One.
I shall do whatever my contract asks of me. Farewell for now.
The way she sat on the doll's arm kind of reminded me of Milliam and Altina. Sorry, for a second I was forgetting the name. The Orion twins.
There you are. I'm glad you all came.
Yep, hey there. Wait a sec, haven't we met this chick? Like, they might have used the rigging for those models and just moved them to this game. That's right, we met her earlier today.
Oh, I remember you too.
I wasn't aware that you had already met. This is Associate Professor Esmeralda, another one of Professor Hamilton's students.
Hey, Douglas Kent. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Just enjoying some trails.
That's me! My full name is Esmeralda Archette. What a surprise! So you are the problem solvers I've heard so much about. And one of you is just too adorable!
Ah!
Please, Essie, this isn't the time for that. I did tell her to go home, but she insisted on staying to help us.
Seems fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Why must you be so cold, Katra? I could never abandon my little brother in his moment of need.
Little brother? We're just students under the same professor.
What do you mean, just? Here's what you get for being so mean. Come here.
Stop that, please!
Still waiting for someone to break out the giant robot in this chapter. But so far they've only shown legs. Think we could swap bodies for a sec, kiddo? Shut up, Aaron. I mean, sure, I play other games, but right now I've just been trying to finish this one. Well, the more people familiar with this place that we have to show us around, the better. The bigger our group, the higher our chances of finding this intruder we're here for. That's true. I didn't see them directly, just to be clear. But Theo sensors detected an unregistered individual entering the building. We're gonna find Melchior again, maybe. Is he gonna kill someone and paint a wall with their blood for the second time? So they didn't use that stupid car to get in there. It's also worth considering that the security system used here is too advanced for just anyone to be able to slip through it. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays usually. Usually I have time for like 2-3 hours, depending. But I do try to keep to that schedule. I would consider that this could be Theo sensors malfunctioning, but as it is a drone based on sci-fi technology, I very much doubt it. The reading is correct, I am sure. Oh no, it's the CIA girl. Oh, thanks, Douglas. Thanks for the follow. See what we can do. It's a bit of a shame when I'm playing JRPGs. It's very rare that people find them. It's like there's some more viewership when I'm playing fighting games or the like, but when it's like a long story heavy RPG, it's like you can't fault people for not wanting to jump into something that started like 40 hours ago. Might find ourselves stumbling on clues we couldn't find earlier today if we're lucky. We're taking you two with us, but just be careful, okay? Sure, what do you suggest, Douglas? That said, just to head you off, I'm not really looking to commission any art. We'll be fine, we have Theo and Ceros with us, after all. Let's get to work. Wouldn't kill us to be more tense here. Sorry, Douglas, I'm not interested. Also, it's like strange how so many people that show up for that actually find these streams are just trying to advertise for their own stuff. No, I've had too many that just end up looking like a scam after the conversation. So, I'm sorry, I'm not looking... I'm not comfortable looking into it. This dude is so moody at this time of night. Like, sorry if that's rude, it's just I don't want to deal with it anymore. Feeling scared? Of course not. A Kruger warrior would never be afraid of the dark and ghosts. I'm not remembering all the ghost stories I heard at school or anything. That would be silly. Alright, alright. Small quantity of residual shards detected. Shards? Here? So someone used their Sypha here. Let's have a quick look around just in case.
That dining hall's a bit suspect. But first things first.
Let's go see this blue event first.
Additional residual shards detected.
These readings are a little denser than before.
Does that mean we're not alone?
Guess I wasn't imagining things.
Okay, I guess just a little walking conversation. The cafeteria's empty, huh? Phew, I can't sense anyone here either. By the way, was that green-haired girl the only one left in the building when we got here, apart from our intruder? Not quite. Professor Cronkite already returned home for the day, so he won't be here. But there are also several security guards, along with Professor Callaghan and his assistants. I tried calling out to them from the other side of the door, but they were too focused on their work to notice. No surprise there, I guess. Well, let's just put them out of our minds for the time being. Professor Hamilton's students sure are an eclectic bunch, huh? You included. I don't want to hear that from you. Still, I think that just goes to show how open-minded she is. She doesn't care about race, upbringing, or anything other than finding the good in everyone, then working to better bring it out. Everyone knows her as the mother of the Orbital Revolution, but even to this day, she's striving to develop technology to help those in need. On top of that, she's kind, considerate. I've never met anyone like her. Is she dead? Like, I still don't understand where she went. She sounds amazing. She was the one responsible for reviving and expanding Tarbat's Oasis too, wasn't she? You can really tell just how much you respect her. I could never not respect her. This feels like you got a predator. So the house we visited earlier today is where Mr. Salesian and Professor Hamilton live, then. That's right, the professor took him in 9 years ago, and he's been living with her since. The two of them, along with me and Professor Cronkite, are like a family now. So that's why people call him her favorite. She left the country 2.5 years ago, however. That's right, he puts on a brave face, but he misses her so much. He's off trying to solve the problems in the East, so there's no telling when she's going to be back. The story about closing down the observatory seemed to come about because of me and Professor Cronkite too. But he never confided in us. Instead, he tried to fix the problem all on his own. Professor Cronkite's really busy at the moment, so he can't be around very much. I just wish I could pick up the slack and support Quattro like a real big sister should. He just got a pattern, huh? He was trying to sort out that problem down in the mine alone, too. But he's at the kind of age when kids want to act older than they are. Better to just leave him be, if you ask me. Perhaps you're right, but being there for one another is what families do. I'm a little envious, to be honest. Oh? Hmm? They're still dropping like hints that Reset might have had an unconventional upbringing, to say the least. Did you find something, Soros? So we'd better give it a look. We sure didn't find anything downstairs though, so I'm not getting my hopes up. I agree. Let's see if we can find anything.
This Robo-Mud acts like a real-ass dog.
Doesn't it? I spent many nights coding the design so it'd perfectly replicate a wolf's mannerisms.
Leave it to the bioengineering department's rising star to go above and beyond.
But why?
You really need to get a life.
Wait, but what? So just dogs are cool. Or wolves, I guess. I probably should have stayed over that one. Oh well. It's like, you see, I saw this character in Metal Gear Revengeance. Nothing's here. Well, that's strange. Is it Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? The door is ajar. Did it just open itself? No, that doesn't... Where are you going, Soros? Hmm? What is it, Soros? There. Wait, what? Wait, was that? Whoever they are, they ain't just using stealth shards. They appear to be combining them with something else. Theo, we're going after them. Like, did she just go through Van's arm, or did we just like touch her hair on the way past us? We're going too. Wait for me! This is a CID chick, right? Heat signature detected. Soros! Kill her!
Wait! I surrender! I surrender!
A woman? She looks kind of familiar. And there was me thinking it'd be that kinky cat or someone from the Mafia. Huh? Who's that? She must not be a member of the faculty then. Man, it did cross my mind it might be you, but I wouldn't have put a mirror on it. This here's one of Kinkai's subordinates. I don't think I ever caught your name. Oh. This is the desk jockey's gopher, huh?
You watch what you're calling me.
Hmm? Is this an acquaintance of yours?
I was hoping not to make contact with you while I was here. But I see I underestimated just how friendly you would get with the faculty here in less than 24 hours. I did hear you had a way of conning everyone you meet into liking you, Arkwright, but you work fast.
That's rude. I ain't conning anyone. I'm just that likable. I got that protagonist aura. Also, if you're gonna try to burn someone, maybe try doing it when you're not pinned under a dog.
You think I'm enjoying this? Just get it off me!
I feel like we've met this character in another game, but I just completely forgot her name. I can't eat another bite of Engadin. How do you even pronounce that? Let's say you guys did the rounds. We sure did, though we may have overdid it a tad for it being our first day. But now I have a better idea of just what is happening in this city. You do? Kayla Macmillan. Yeah, I really don't think
My
I've
name's
seen
Kayla
this name.
Macmillan. That's my real name, for what it's worth. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, and I'd prefer it if that and all we discuss are kept off the record.
I thought you were here on a job from Elsheim. Well, the CID is also involved then. Yeah, we knew that CEO might try to hide stuff from us, so we kept one of our clients a secret. We just didn't expect one of their guys to use a mix of sci-fi and Ramda stealth to sneak in here. I apologize for the trouble I ended up causing. My intention was to investigate, so we had a backup in the event you didn't succeed. I never expected to be found. Clearly, I shouldn't have underestimated the Institute of Science's technological prowess. EO is cool? Of course, very cool. I don't get it. Why sneak in here at all? You gonna just let us do our thing? I assume she concluded that the current situation was too serious not to do anything. That about the long and short of it? The current state of the orbital network and the distribution network is definitely a problem. I had them go down on me the other day too. We managed to get things running again, but it was still a big hassle. Just why is this happening at all? There's only one possibility that I can propose. That would be unusually intensive parallel distributed computing. Wait, that would be unusually intensive parallel distributed computing. Or are they just blaming the Gallagher server room? Or it wasn't Gallagher, it was Callahan, right? Or Callaghan? I'm no expert in the field, but that's all that comes to mind for me too. And we're of the same mind. I'm totally lost. Yeah, the hell are you guys talking about? Orbital computers have been getting bigger and faster over the past few years. It's like someone's just using up all the bandwidth. And the bigger they get, the more orbital energy they consume. In short, yes. The larger and more complex the tasks you require of them, the more power they will consume. Orbits regenerate orbital energy over time, and don't generally need an external power source. This extra green energy. That changes, however, when the amount of energy consumed vastly exceeds the orbit's ability to generate it. Yet if the orbital distribution network that serves as that external source is also heavily taxed, it leads to a temporary decrease in the amount of energy available, and a spike in the amount of orbital network traffic. That theory alone would be enough to explain the issues you're here to investigate. Does parallel distributed computing really consume that much orbital energy? It's when you borrow the processing power of multiple computers through the net to do greater calculations, right? I'm impressed you know about such cutting-edge tech. Now, connecting a few terminals isn't going to consume much energy at all. But what do you think would happen if one were to connect all the terminals in the city? And do you think hacking is behind this? They're farming Bitcoin with every single machine in the city! Watch out! The floating orbital distribution network looks to me like it's being manipulated. If you intentionally adjust its flow on an erratic schedule, you can make it seem like issues are occurring at random. You might even call doing just that my specialty, though I find this here to be a distastefully crafty way of going about it. I guess the previous quest was a reminder that Ren is a hacker. It's like genius magic hacker from video game. Still, while it's possible on paper, I can't imagine parallel distributed computing taking place on such a vast scale. As for controlling the orbital distribution network itself, that's simply unimaginable with current technology. We still don't know all there is about how orbital energy and how it works. Oh, but wait. Yeah, a situation mirroring that unimaginable scenario happened not all that long ago. It was around the most recent occupation of Frostball. There were miracles and calamities born from large-scale distributed processing that should have been impossible with our current tech. So impossible that I never thought the same could happen here in the Republic, even if this is on a smaller scale. Using the internet to summon a god. That did happen in a previous game. Indeed, we analyzed the situation ourselves at Marduk and reached the same conclusion about what happened. Reset. That confirms it, then. He finally clues us in. I've heard some about what went down in Crossbell, but if this is the same as that, well, that spells trouble for us. Right, and this isn't the first time we've run into something connected to that whole incident, either. Don't know if they're deliberately setting out to replicate Crossbell Steel, but there's one thing we need to get cleared up right off the bat. We've got to assume someone's out there trying to do research they shouldn't, that can only be done with parallel distributed computing. So the question becomes, who is it? What's the point in asking a question with only one clear answer? Professor Callaghan. At least I'm kind of happy that they didn't beat around the bush, and we're like, oh, we gotta figure it out. It's like everyone already has everything they need to know. Because what does he think he's doing? He's changed a ton over the past few years, but I didn't think he was up to something of this magnitude. This number belongs to...
Is that you, Salesian?
Professor Callaghan? What's wrong, sir?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Professor? Professor Callaghan? What just happened? I guess we only get to know who the culprit is when they're about to murder him, huh? What just happened? In the special research building, right? We must hurry. What? Damn. This got bombed. Professor? Where are you, Professor? decode. They want my research. We always piece things together a little too late. Is what is going on here? Professor Callaghan has gone missing, and you're here with some evidence that he's been abusing his power? Even the police and guild have barged into the Institute wanting to question me. You people have been here for a day! A day! There's some sort of plague being brought down upon us. It's not their fault. This is Professor Callaghan's problem. No. It's all of our problem. Petra, don't act like you didn't know about his assistants being harassed left and right. Just what do you want me to do about it in my position? It's not my place to say anything about his research. I'm sure that is one of the difficult things about being a joint venture group funded by multiple investors. But I also imagine the benefits outweigh the difficulties. Anyone could see that the professor was on a rampage. And the problems with the orbital network and its distribution are just as clear. Let me just shoot straight with you. Was that professor linked to any strange groups? You know, like the Mafia or anything? I'd like to believe that he wasn't, but I can't say for sure. It's pretty normal for the Institute of Science and Verne Company to accept outside funding. In other words, the ground is fertile for corruption. And I can't write off the possibility with all those new terminals he suddenly had on him. Stop this pointless conjecture! You have no evidence! If rumors like this were to leak to the public during such a crucial time, how about acting like a leader for once in your damn life? These youngsters were hired so the police and the guild wouldn't have to get involved. And while we sit here scrambling for answers, who knows what Professor Callaghan is up to? Tell me, is there ever going to be a better time than now to step up as the CEO, Bill? Yeah. Supervisor. Fine, I'll tell you everything I know. Oh, this guy is not a complete rat? But please, keep this just between us. We are super corrupt. We're getting so much money from the Mafia, it's unbelievable. Of course, our team always keeps matters like this confidential. We're contracted with one of your biggest shareholders, the Principality of Elsheim. We have nothing to gain from hurting your image. And everything to gain from earning some brownie points with Verne. This weenie. Professor Callaghan first began to change around a year or two ago. We'd received a request from the Republican Army to develop the next generation of weapons, something he excelled in. But when the time came to propose ideas, he lost in his own field. Professor Cronkite's was accepted. I knew that was it. Ever since, he's been doing research on his own like a man possessed. I don't know what it is he started researching, but whatever it was, it required an immense amount of capital and manpower. There came a point where he started seeking out every sponsor he could. Then half a year ago, I heard a place called the Anchorville Company offered an unprecedented amount of money. That name. So you got caught in your information network too, eh? Don't tell me this is the same thing as in Langport. Indeed, the Anchorville Company, much like the Messeldam Trading Company, is also one of their shell corporations. Cats. Who are we talking about? A certain Mafia. They're called Almada, and they're on both the guild and the police's radars. What? That Professor Callaghan was involved with people like that? I've heard the rumors. I've been expanding their territory an awful lot of late. Just how the hell could you have overlooked something like this? It's not my fault. I only got the info the other day. And what else could I do? Do you know what could happen to me if I put a pause on research for the Mafia? Think about the poor assistants who ended up helping them without even realizing it. After losing against the genius professor, he started focusing entirely on his own research. My bet's that he's sticking to his same field of expertise. If the Mafia has invested massive funds into his work, I have a bad feeling about this. A really bad feeling. The network delay that dropped down to 35% has gotten worse again, as of this morning too. That makes it highly possible that he's continuing his research in another location. But just where on earth could that be? Looks like we got a good old-fashioned manhunt in our hands. We're gonna be combing through this place way more than we did yesterday. I take it there are no objections? I don't like it, but I know it must be done. Better give our cards the proper ranks then. Fine, give me your cards. We get to skip the B rank? Oh. Rank B, the certification level you mentioned. We also got the Satch music. Or Music of Hope. I don't know what I would call this theme. That one almost never gets issued. I'm not trying to bitch, but may as well just give us rank A at this point. But that's for the impossible. Besides, we'll be able to get around much better than we could yesterday with these. Let's get to work. Time to get one over that Mafia.
I have a favor to ask. If at all possible, do you think I could accompany you?
Only if you learn a couple more crafts, please. You only have 2. It's kind of sad. Oh?
As Professor Hamilton's student, this situation with Professor Callahan isn't entirely unrelated to me, and I very much consider it my job to do something about it in her stead. Please, let me come with you.
I'll try. Yeah, that's fine with me. But just to give you a heads up, our work takes priority. That means you're gonna be tagging along while we take care of business. Is that gonna be a problem? You mean like yesterday? That's fine. I wouldn't even mind helping out if there's anything I can do. Well, we're counting on you guys. I'll reach out to my contacts and see what I can dig up while you're at it. And just don't do anything too crazy, okay, Catra? Don't worry so much, Essie. I'm in good company. Well, whatever it takes, I'm determined to set things right when she's not here to do it herself. I know. I'll start talking to any dealers to supply Professor Callaghan with parts. If I hear anything back, I'll let you know. Take good care of the boy. Yeah, you got it. By the way, Agnes, it glowed last night, didn't it? It did, yes. Most likely at the same time as when Professor Callaghan's final transmission went out. We're getting close then. Yes, the last time the Genesis glowed like that was... what are you talking about? What's a Genesis? Don't worry about it. Work stuff. I'm sure we'll fill you in eventually. I hope you don't mind, Catra. If you say so, it must be something that could take a while to explain. So, where should we start? If possible, I'd like to first speak to Yang. You would better know him as Professor Cronkite. The guy our missing professor had beef with, right? Yeah, I bet he'd know a thing or two about his research. Sounds good to me. Plus, I think it's about time we had a little talk with yesterday's client. The anonymous one? Not so anonymous to us at this point. Come on, let's settle the score. So we'll be making the rounds through Newtown and the Artisanal District before heading to the Institute of Science. Sounds perfect. Then may day 2 of our work begin.
I see.
Okay. Before we actually do that... Oops.
I
We
guess
gotta
we're off.
find our side quests.
This is the Aerotram, operated by the city of Basel.
Let's see what we've got.
Some classified info got stolen. Before things blow up, I want you to get it back. Please keep this a secret from any Verne employees. Harrison, at the lobby.
Interesting. So these are the sorts of odd
Oops, sorry about that.
jobs you take on.
Yeah, the requests are a little under the table in nature. They're hard to bring up to the guild.
Taking off now.
Yo, Harrison, right? Fan Arkwright Solutions. You got a 4SPG for us? Oh, thank the goddess. I could really use your help. How so? Could you fill us in on the details? You're from Vern's Weapon Development Division, right? That's right, Wait a minute, are you... Cacha Salicion? Hey, hold on, why is he here? Did I not specify that this was to be kept secret from the Institute? The request asked for secrecy from Vern employees, and not Institute of Science personnel. And anyway, Cacha here ain't a researcher today. He's working with me, for reasons. We won't know how to help you if you don't tell us what the problem is. I feel like this might be related to Professor Callaghan's situation. Alright. But please keep this under wraps. If C. Otto Sen hears about this, oh, goddess help me. I can't promise that. It depends on the severity of your situation. But I can promise that I'll hear you out before making any moves. Getting that classified info is in our best interests, at any rate. Anything beyond that, well, that's a Spriggan's jurisdiction. Well, ain't the kid awfully bossy? Fine, I can work with that. Just let me explain myself in full, please, and preferably in private. So, well, there's no good way I can phrase this. I got caught in a honey trap. I've heard of those. They crop up a lot in books and films. I guess life really does imitate arts. You mean you got charmed out of your pants, or what? Well, the way I see it, that ain't really a problem on its own. Did she leave you blue-balled and bankrupt, or what? Oh, well, stop beating around the bush. The more we know, the sooner we can get cracking. I know, it was late last night. I'm just getting off my shift at work. I had with me that briefcase with the classified documents in it, as discussed earlier. And that was when I bumped into her, a hostess. She said she fell out with a regular customer she was fond of. She looked awful. And then one thing led to another, and we drank together at Hotel Ingress. Yeah? Or yeah? What did that lead to? Spit something more at us, why don't you? That's enough. Do I really need to go into more detail? Down, Aaron. Your snide little quips aren't helping. So what happened afterwards? I don't remember, honestly. I couldn't keep my eyes open. When I came to, it was already the next morning. By then, she was long gone, and she'd taken the briefcase with her. I panicked. I heard about 4SPG requests, so I sent one in to try and save face. Huh. Bringing classified materials to our romantic trysts is rash, to say the least. Can you guys hear thunder? Got a storm outside. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad that I need to turn off the stream, but... It's getting kind of dicey out there. I know. Just with security clearance and all, I figured it would be safe. Indeed, the security card system has made outside attempts at data breaches difficult. Perhaps that was what led them to target an insider like yourself. So, you'll take it? You'll take it, right? We have to act fast, but that briefcase is as good as gone. What should we do, Van? I mean... We always say yes. Alright, we'll take it. Phew, thank you so much. I can finally see the light at the end of this tunnel. Thank you, Van. I can't overlook this myself. So, just to make sure, have you contacted the hotel and asked if they still have it? You might have just left it at the bar or elsewhere. They have a lost and found for those sorts of things, I believe. Actually, that's a good point. I was so panicked that I just assumed it was stolen. Let's set up the hotel first, then. If they have it, case closed. Might not even charge you for that one. If it was stolen, then we're on the case. Right, that's fine by me. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, but we don't have anything of that description. We asked our guests to return any missing items they found, but we haven't seen nor heard of a briefcase. Housekeeping has cleaned your room already, but they didn't find anything there either. Damn! Maybe I should end the stream early. I'm getting scared. Oh, great. It does sound like it was stolen then, and that brings us to our mystery woman. By the by, did you happen to see a hostess or hostess-esque woman leaving the hotel yesterday morning? Hostess-esque. Hostess? No, not that I can recall. I see. Very odd. So where could she have gone in that time? Anybody in general leave around that time then? Yes, actually. It was a researcher who rushed out of the hotel that morning. She looked like she was in a hurry. And did she... Yeah, I think she did. She might have had a case with her. A researcher. You know, now that I think about it, she was really sharp. She knew far more about engineering than the layman should. I'd been talking to her about my job, and she was asking me really in-depth questions about the tech I brought up. Well, it sounds like her hostess gig was BS then. And the scientist act too. Yeah, she knows more than she lets on. That puts the honey trap theory back on the table. And that means the hunt is on. We'll handle the investigation from here. I think we've got enough to go on now. Right. Thank you ever so much. We have a general idea of who the suspect is. Now, how do we find her? Process of elimination, I'm thinking. We can try to figure out where she couldn't be. Let's go over the briefcase before that. First step here will be figuring out a motive. What was in there and why was she after it? That's classified info, as I'm sure I don't need to remind you. But, well, yeah, we do need to know. Van, can I trust you? This is everything in this line of work. Your secrets are safe with us, I promise. Alright, Harry-san, if you would fill us in. Okay, fine. So, they're blueprints for our new gun, plus some other design documents. The military is planning to adopt them soon. We've been getting our parts and assembly pipelines ready. Those design docs were to fall into foreign hands. Yes, that would be a problem. It does explain why its contents were so highly classified. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. But if they do get the docs, making the actual gun wouldn't be so easy. These are some very rare, very complicated metal alloys. As far as I'm aware, only Basil has the custom-made machining tools required to work with them. You said the thief was well versed with engineering. She might realize she needs those alloys once she starts reading the documents. She'd still be in the city then, trying to procure some alloys for herself. You can't just work with them by hand. The alloys are useless without those special tools. And you can't buy them from the Vern store unless you show them your certification card. So even if she knew she needed the alloys, she wouldn't be able to use them. She didn't steal your card too, did she? She shouldn't have. I mean, Oh no. The card was gone. Are you kidding me? Not my certification card too. Oh no. Yeah, I figured as much. She already had you wrapped around her finger. Betcha she went to the Vern store with it. Let's sit over there and ask around. You just sit tight till we finish our investigation. We'll keep you posted. Okay, good luck.
Aerotram's just awesome.
Oh, it's RC Car Fiends. Modding sounds so illegal, I'm just tuning it. I can't beat you just with being a better driver, I need a better car too! Well, you're not very good at tuning either. Remember when you tried to fix the radio that one time? You shut up! You said you wouldn't talk about that again. Oh, that's cheating. I don't mod my cars one bit, I thought I told you that. Well, you don't? Then how do they just... really just drive them that good? Yeah, what's the point in buying a win when you can earn it instead? You're telling me I never stood a chance? All things equal, she still beats me. Damn, kid. Anyway, did you see a honey trap walk in? Welcome, well, always good to see you, Institute Faults. What can I do for you? Or what can I do you for? Yes, hello, we have a question. So, did a female researcher come by the store this morning? Yeah, somebody came by earlier today. Looked like a researcher to me. She's a real looker, I remember that much. She dropped by right after we opened. I see. Did she buy anything? She did, yeah. She asked for some alloy machining tools. It was a bit of a strange ask. But she had her certification card on her, so yeah, I went ahead and got those for her. She also asked where she could get the alloys themselves. Maybe she needed them for a project or something. It's surprising that the cars don't have, like... don't double as ID. She also asked where she could get the alloys themselves. Maybe she needed them for a project or something. Anyway, I told her they might be able to help her over at Gift Cards. That's where our little fox ran off to. We'd best hurry. Thanks for the info. So, where was Gift Cards workshop?
Off we go!
Speaking of, what do you sell?
No need to be shy. See you again. No need to be shy now. See you again. No need to be shy now. See you again. No need to be shy now.
Oh no, he has the same line every time I enter a different menu. I think I can open some Orbment lines. Actually, I can also sell this. Oh no. I don't want him to be a character. God damn it. So I get him some more please getting some more what's it called? Some more crafts. He has nothing. Maybe I should have opened resets. Oh well. We'll get more as we go.
See you again.
Oh. Well, if it isn't Catra, what's got you looking so serious? I had a quick question for you, if you don't mind. Have you had a woman from the Institute come by looking for metal alloys? Oh, it's like you saw it happen. We had someone like that come by just a bit ago. She had a valid card, so I went ahead and sold her the alloys she wanted. Did I not have? Nah, don't sweat it. We just needed to talk with her about something. I see. Well, I guess that's fair. Oh, now you mention it, actually. You said something about heading off to Liberal after she was done with her business here in Basel. If I had to guess, she probably made for Awe Canyon. Thing is, she was driving some sporty ETWS make. We probably couldn't catch her if you tried. Well, that gives us a good idea of where she is at any rate. Thank you. Should we head over to the canyon then? I mean, it's not like we can catch her if we do. You heard the man. Nope. Northeast is where we're. Sorry, northeast is where we're heading. Why? That's the complete opposite direction. Think about it. We're dealing with somebody who's making off with classified info and trying to shake the cops off her tail. So would she tell some rando where she's going? She ain't gonna leave a trail like that. This makes sense. But then, why did she tell Eugen she was going to Liberal? To deceive him, I suspect. She may very well have known she was being followed. Having stolen top-secret intel, she's likely trying to throw the authorities off her trail. That does make sense. It's exactly what a criminal would do. I agree with Van then. Let's head for the highway towards Edith. Yeah, once we're back in Newtown, we can hop in my car and hunt them down.
Then let's head over.
I need to breathe more when I'm reading. I'm struggling a little bit.
I see.
Read slower and pause more. From here, right? I'm doing that. What was the game that had the save icon at the very bottom? I built some muscle memory and now it's a little scary. Pursue! Well, she's a comfy ride, right? It is comfortable, yes, but I don't think now is the time to be discussing that. Just hurry, please. We have to make sure that classified info doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Yeah. Oh, I think that's the car. Looks like she's about to stop. I'm gonna pull over too, so get ready. Why would she stop? Why wouldn't she punch it? Oh. Yes, I've left Basel with the documents in hand. I also procured the special tools and alloys, even if that was outside the scope of the mission. But that aside, everything has gone according to plan. I'll have to let you go for a moment. I'll call back shortly. I believe we have found our perpetrator. This is the honey trap girl? Yeah, I'd hit that. Like, Aaron, please stop saying would. Oh dear, I thought Miller Roos would have bought me more time. You do not appear to be associated with the police or Marduk, except for that one. Perhaps you might be interested in negotiating. I can offer you a substantial reward if you let me go. Tempting, but nah. Normally I'd be up for a little wheeling and dealing, but I've got a pair of scrutinizing eyes on me. But you're just gonna have to hand over the case. So what exactly would you have done had I not tagged along? Oh my, a researcher from the Institute is here too? I'll kill him. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but the case stays with me. I'll give you two options. Go back to Basil empty-handed, or return in body bags. We'll never agree to your terms. I concur. It's time for 8 versus 1. Wait, how many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That orbital gun design looks eerily familiar. It must be... Well, don't say it didn't warn you. What? She had monsters this whole time? Someone came prepared? Not like it'll make any difference, though. We'll make mincemeat out of them in seconds flat. Where do they come from, anyway? Like, she didn't even open the trunk of her car or anything.
There's so many of them! Look out!
You just leave them by the road? Actually, this is annoying. Can I just kill them all?
Brace yourself!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked! Engaging shield!
That's far enough!
Oh, Catfish still has no freaking...
I'll take care of them.
Pull out all the stops!
Some arts work better. Initiating drive.
I'll take you on! I'll get them all at once!
Why do I have no
Proceed
CP?
with caution.
Oh no.
Pull out all the stops!
Initializing drive.
I won't hold back.
I could just blow them up with her,
Make it count.
her thing, but...
Cobalt curtain, activate!
Her S-Craft, but I'm just gonna move away and let the arts do their thing. I just want to save my CP. Oh, by the way, this is another attempt to get that achievement for killing multiple enemies, but we already got it earlier, so, you know, no point doing that. Okay, the animations for the magic are good. The animations for the magic is kind of wild. Didn't used to be that that interesting or that cool looking. No way, how could I have possibly lost? It was only 1 versus 6, and my dog. Checkmate. Now give up the goods. And while you're at it, answer me this: what organization do you belong to? Who hired you? I'll never talk. Yeah, it's a Marduk. I can answer that in her stead. I recognize that particular gun model. Oh, never mind. She's likely associated with Sexed Arms. You mean that new weapons manufacturer? If I'm remembering things right, their name started making the rounds during the war with the Empire. Correct. They are similar to Marduk in some respects, although they are not nearly as large an enterprise. Their ambition for weapons development, however, are quite ferocious. They've been aggressive with expanding their market share as of late. Now they're sending out spies to do their dirty work? Damn, that's low. I can't say I disagree. Stealing technology from competitors is hardly an ethical business practice. Shit. Now then, I suppose we'd better get this stuff back to our client. We should also take her back with us. Could you restrain her for me, Farida? On it. Yes, this all looks right. Thank the god it's all still here. Thank you so much for getting the briefcase back. It's a relief. Is this case closed then? Well, no, it looks like they broke into it. She knew how to procure... she knew to procure the right alloys and their tools. I think she probably got to read the documents. The information itself has likely reached Sexed Arms already. How they plan to utilize that information, I'm not sure. But simply having the Republic's schematics will give them an advantage in their own research and development. This is bad, really bad. There has to be something we can do to stop that, but what? There's another card we can play, but you might not like it. We can bring in some groups to help us out, but then, well, they'll know. This matter concerns more than just you now. There are far-reaching industrial secrets at stake. It would be in your best interest to swallow your pride and consult the authorities. Alright, fine. The company can know. What's your plan? Well, if you want to stay on good terms with the boys in blue, then we should probably bring this to Vern and let him work with the police themselves. The whole thing will be blown wide open at that point, but the client made his bed there. It'll at least stop the intel from spreading. Or we can call some friends in other places. We hit up the second lieutenant and the CID will have this snuffed out in no time. I think they'll be happy with an industrial spy as down payment. But we've been getting a lot of law, actually, lately. And I think that's what you get if you do Leave It to Burn. And if you tip off the CID, you should get some gray alignment. I think I'm gonna do that. I mean, they're all pretty even at this point, I feel. Let's give the CID a call. The second lieutenant just so happens to be in the area. She should be able to cover it. The CID? Why go all the way up to them? Wouldn't the police be better suited for local investigations? Nah, the police can't do much about the big picture. This will really throw a wrench in her plans. For better or worse, the police stick to the letter of the law. The CID, they don't really answer to anything. Justice is blind, but they've got eyes everywhere. Sect Arms, as a whole, ain't going nowhere once they're done with this perp. I see. Cheh. Well, that should be fine then. We'll contact the CID if it's all the same to you. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I need to bite the bullet and confess. And it's settled. We're set. Can you call up the CID? Certainly. Before long, Second Lieutenant Kayla and her CID accompaniment arrived at the scene. The spy was taken into CID custody, followed shortly by cutthroat negotiations with Sect Arms. The client did ultimately confess to his error. However, because he nonetheless helped the CID apprehend the spy, they conveniently expunged his name from their report to the Verne Company. Seriously, I can't thank you guys enough. Without your help, that briefcase would have done some serious damage in the wild. I think it's probably for the best that we consulted the CID, as much as I didn't want to. Yeah, sucks that we couldn't honor the original request, but eh. And we got brownie points with the CID, and you still got a clean sheet. Yeah. I feel a bit guilty getting off scot-free, but, well, I can't complain about that, can I? Thank you for concocting such an airtight plan. I need to excuse myself for a minute now. They'd like to question me. Best of luck.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited.
Money! Money, money, money! Finally got a level up there. Morally Gray. Got an achievement. Mayor Gray through Mayor and Van synchronization. What? What's that? Mayor Gray, where do I...
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Oh, it's a different core. It boosts evasion by a lot. That might be neat to have. A new version of Mare born from syncing with Van. Increased mobility when boosted. This one is still kind of tanky, and I like it. I guess it does a little bit of everything. This one is specifically speed and mobility. The evasion is cute though. If I built Van like an evade tank, this might be really funny.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Is there a way to see Mare? Oh, I guess she's there. Does she look different when I...
Modifying your orbment, are you?
Like I can't find this thing.
This is MKESV-004. Mare.
It looks the same.
This is MKESV-004. Mare.
I guess whichever you want, huh? I wonder if they share levels. Kind of a shame that only Van can equip her. I'm gonna stick with this one. I don't really feel like using a different orbment at the moment, or a different core. Okay. Let's see, we got other side quests to do, I believe. Where's the map? Here.
Let's do this. Let's see what we've got.
Pardon me for making this request when I know you're rather busy, but We would like your help gathering materials to make a certain painkiller. Esmerai and Ray. Okay. I wasn't expecting Essie to have a request for us. But really, she would have just told us in person. Guessing she just heard this is how we do things and rolled with it. We'll have to go talk to her later. Agreed, we really owe it to her.
Alrighty.
Okay, those are just right in there. Oh, hello everyone. I take it you saw our request. The one about gathering ingredients for that painkiller? Yeah, we got it. I get why the request said we now, too. Ah, now that you mention it, it did. You two are working together on this, I take it. That's right, I don't think you've met him before. Everyone, this is Ray. Pleased to meet you. I'm a researcher from ZCF over in Liberal. Does that mean... I wonder if he was in the other games. Esmerai gave me a call asking for some help with this new project of hers, so here I am. I just flew in this morning. I study biology, plants specifically. Were you the guy that had us make the acerbic tomato? My most oh, fuck. I can't believe I fucking remember that. My most notable work would be the acerbic tomato, if you've ever heard of that. I don't blame you if it's flown under your radar, though. It hasn't really caught on in Calvard yet. I don't remember anything like that. I think I've seen it on occasion at some imported food stores. Is that really better tomato, isn't it? I've had a few of those, I think. Acquired taste, to say the least. I hear they've spread from Liberal to Crossbell and Erebonia as well. I've tried them once or twice, but they ain't really my thing. Sweet tooth ban. I'm not surprised. The acerbic tomatoes are about the exact opposite of sweet. I like them quite a bit, actually. So do I. They're the perfect pick-me-up when I feel myself nodding off. I'm glad I've got two people in my camp, at least. I ended up creating them by total accident in a greenhouse, if you could believe it. Imagine the shock and horror on my colleagues' faces when they unsuspectingly bit into one for the first time. Oh, I'll treasure those memories forever. That was the impetus for my biology research. I was just drifting along without a specific focus before then, but those tomatoes saved me. He seems a little eccentric, doesn't he? Thought that was how all lab coat types operate. Well, to an extent, yes, but I'd say he makes the rest of us look normal. Wow, are they really that bitter? I kinda wanna try one. Got it, so you're the botany guy, and then Esmerai's the bioengineering buff. What led you two to work on a painkiller together, then? That seemed like a bit of a leap. You've got that look on your face, Katra. You've worked it out, haven't you? Well, yes. Being your understudy clues me into these things. First, though, I think we should figure out whether or not we'll take this job before we dive into the details. What's your call, then? Why not the guild, actually? Why us? Alright, we're on board. What do you need us to do? Oh, thank you so much. Esmerai is the project lead on this, for reference. I'm just helping out here and there. She'll fill you in on all the details. Let's go ahead and take it from the top. I'm working to develop bionic limbs for amputees. And these painkillers are an important step in the process. I had a hunch that was it. We're going all cyberpunk on this. Bionic limbs, huh? Bioengineering indeed. That does sound up your alley. I know a lot of Jaegers use prosthetic arms and stuff. What does that have to do with painkillers, though? Will these artificial limbs link directly to the user's nerves? You know your stuff. Leave it to the Marduk representative to connect the dots. Oh, you flatter me. It's just a field I have a personal interest in. Traditional prosthetics rely on extrapolating movements from other muscles in the body. It's very awkward and inexact, and that limits their uses for practical application. Bionic limbs don't have that problem, though. Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be the best way to put one in, if you can figure out how. You hook them up to the nerves and the brain can use them just like real limbs. Right on the money. Sounds incredible. Yup. It's still mostly theoretical, though. Practical examples aren't really there yet. We still have a lot of issues to work out. That's one of the big focuses in my department right now. And chief among those problems is how painful it is to have work done on your nerves. So that's what the painkiller is for. Exactly. Nerve work is an extremely painful procedure, even after the attachment is finished. You're quite literally running a knife across your arm over and over again, all throughout the process. Oh, that sounds awful. Did you just use anesthetic like they do for surgeries? Not really. Anesthesia isn't meant for regular use. Your body really wouldn't appreciate you knocking it out over and over. That's why you need a painkiller for daily use with minimal side effects. I do know that painkillers are often made from plant extracts. Ooh, we're getting all the advertisers today, though this one's way worse than someone coming in and talking to me. Bingo. Might have found just the thing for a new painkiller. So I just want to check something on the stream. Okay. It's a luminous plant called Samoria moss. The Septian Church uses it liberally for their own medicine. I'm told it goes by soul moss in the east. Oh, I think Long Kai gave me some of that when he made that salve for me. Pretty rare stuff if I recall. Oh, notice something? For sure, you don't see it in the usual channels very often. I tried asking my colleagues to see if they had any, but I came up empty-handed, unfortunately. That's what led us to you. Got it. Sounds pretty straightforward. This ain't our home turf, though. I can't exactly call in any favors here. All my connections are back home. Oh, you don't need to worry about sourcing it. We figured out that it grows naturally here. Back in Liberal, you can find it in the Chaldea Limestone Cave underneath the city of Sais. That cave has just the right humidity and proximity to the septium veins. We posited that it might grow in other caves that meet those criteria. So we looked around here, and bingo, we managed to find one. It's in the deepest parts of that metal mine Quattro went into yesterday. Really? I should be able to guide everyone there, then. We'll find the entrance in that open area where you rescued me yesterday. Oh, that's convenient. It explains why you brought this to us and not the guild. Right, here's the key. This'll let you in. Does it? I mean, the guild made it down there last time, too. Or is it just because Catra is with us today? Well, thanks for the key. Let's get going, then. Be careful in there.
Time to start working.
RX research. Okay.
Let's do this.
You can start from the midpoint, right? Okay, it is here. Let me do this first, though.
That hits the spot. That hits the spot.
I'm still kind of sad that Catra has like no freaking crafts. I'm just gonna put him out of the party for a while. Or actually, let me try him for a bit.
I've got this.
I haven't used him in this capacity.
The door appears to be locked.
Great, now we can keep moving.
It won't be for long. We have the key right here.
Let's make our way to the innermost depths for that moss.
I'd go with magic attacks. There, I'm on it.
Wait, let me see that animation. Oh, I like that backdash animation.
This is it. Come on. Activate shards. I'm all in.
Sucker.
Got it. There. Up to you,
Yeah,
Reset.
that artist damage is nothing to scoff at.
A chance for a shot boost.
Here's a little more.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
I think I've grown a little.
I'll handle this.
There we go! I won't let this chance slip by.
A chance for a shard boost.
Hmm.
Displaying data.
Make it count.
I wish it would tell me the percentage, even if he's not weak to it. Will let me know which ones just don't work.
Going all in.
Got it.
Now, Mr. Arkwright! Give him your all! Now!
All you on, yes.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
I can live with this. Shall I brew you some tea, Miss Cordell?
Yeah.
Stop now. Let's finish the job.
The help was much appreciated.
Enemy sighted. Be careful.
Enemy guard up. Now's your time to deploy shards.
I
Now's
want
your
to just
chance
blow
to
them
boost.
up.
Some arts work better.
Got a whole slew of them.
Full, give him your
Great.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
You got this.
Activating skill.
Now!
You're next.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
Reset!
Activating skill.
Now! That went better than I anticipated.
Always got it down, Reset.
Okay. Oh no, more worms.
Engaging enemy.
You've got a charge attack ready to go.
They're stunned now.
Let's finish the job.
I'm all in.
Catherine might be kind of goated
This'll do the
for
trick.
Now's your chance to boost.
the overworld fighting.
Activating
Locking
skill.
on. Fire. Got it.
Activating skill! Now!
Up to you, Reset.
Activating skill.
Have some more. They're down.
Miss Clodell!
Activating skill.
Now! Ben! Give him your all!
You got this.
There we go!
Oh,
Treasure
these
located.
figures look excellent.
That was flawless, Katra.
Like doing doing ranged damage that's also arts and not physical. And you stay away and do a shit ton of damage all the time. There are a few enemies that are actually resistant to arts damage. It's very rare that I would prefer different character.
Engaging enemy.
You've got a charge attack ready to go. I'll handle this.
I haven't even updated his quartz and he's doing so much damage.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail, Katra.
They're stunned.
Enemy stunned. Now's your time to deploy shards. Battle done. Assembling data.
Come on.
Now, let's finish the job.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
Beginning combat.
Come on.
You've got a charge attack ready to go.
Good work, guys.
These ones are actually kind of durable.
We can win right now!
Come on. Thanks a whole bunch, Theo, Zeros.
This could get tricky with so many.
They're stunned.
Now's the time for Shaw!
Keep your guard up. That's a big group.
I just delete them.
I will address you all at once!
Activating skill.
Accelerating!
Give me a second. I'm just gonna use this to take a look at something on my phone real quick.
It's over!
removed. Follow my lead.
Shoot. What the heck? They're still alive.
All the stops. This'll do the trick.
Can't really
Arms work better.
keep Agnes close by while using this.
A chance!
Activating skill. No.
We got them all.
Detect treasure.
That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
We're not getting much experience from this, though. I guess we should be level 40, 42 for this section of the game.
I'd go with magic.
Come on it.
Come on. Stage charging, good and done.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
You got a charge attack ready to go. Come on.
Let's finish the job.
This'll do the trick.
Now's your chance activating skill.
Optical cannon.
A chance.
Some damage.
By the heavens. Here. Reset. A chance for show.
Everyone just
Activating
done them.
skill. You cannot run. Fire. Mr. Arkwright.
This'll
Use a
hurt.
sharpness to get the upper hand. Activating skill.
Stay put. Keep it up.
Activating skill. There.
Good.
Alright.
Hopefully I got some nice data.
Outstanding
Might need
calculations,
to get some
Mr.
CP
Salesian.
for reset. But actually, I think we're going to
see
find a boss right
stopping
now.
point. Would you care to rest? How
Sure.
very soothing.
It's probably gonna be a boss fight up ahead. I'm guessing. Maybe I should check on my orbment stuff. We've been getting some ports, but I haven't equipped anyone in a while. Let's see.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Van could use something new. Got some new quartz a while ago that I haven't equipped. What was Ruby Ring? Oh, Strength one though. I don't think that's very useful. But only shield and extra line, huh? And I guess the way I'm using Van, he could use some extra... Oh. I was gonna use some extra HP, but I kind of want to give him the action quartz now that I see that I have it. Like, it's good to give
Switching
characters
that's a single element
more
slot.
chances to act. Let's give you EP
A
too.
new skill I see.
Would probably benefit from arts damage. I imagine crit will be good for him. I don't even know if you can get crits for magic, actually. I'm not sure.
Skill set updated.
Kind of out of useful cores for him. Draw state during command battles, 90%. I should give that to Van. Looks like they kind of changed what that used to do. What are your arts right now? Fire and Earth? I can open this.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Didn't I get a hit 3 quartz at one point? Guess not, or maybe I gave it to someone. Very good use. They hit 1 quartz. Okay, let me see. Orbment settings. Equipment customized. Right, we're still using stuff from the previous chapter. I kind of don't feel the need to update the equipment itself. Drivers, custom, exchange. What do I want to do? Yeah, I don't want to open this. Give him some healing stuff. I just want to make sure that everyone in the party is able to revive and heal people if necessary. Okay, let's go ahead. There's probably going to be a boss up here. I believe this is the innermost depths of the sealed area. Take a look at the surface of that boulder in the back. It's glowing. It must be Simuria moss. It looks so mysterious. Actually, before that... It's approaching from above. Be careful. It's pressure. We must be invading its territory. Stay focused, people. We're driving it back. Okay,
A chance for a shot boost.
starting with a shield. Let's see if we can just get it out of the way. Oh, I forgot to boost. I didn't notice that, and yes, that her thing. That's a bit annoying.
Maximum strength.
You know, whatever. What is it weak to anyway?
I suggest we strike now.
Earth and wind? Okay, let's do earth in that case.
Certain arts will be more effective. Now's your chance to boost.
Just in case it moves closer to ground.
Initializing drive.
There.
Got it.
If you could.
It looks too good.
Here I go.
Okay, what do I want to do with these?
Chance for a shot boost.
Don't mind me.
Got it.
You cannot run. Fire! Mr. Arkwright! Use a sharp full boost. Go all out. I suggest we strike now. Attack the activating skill. I won't lose.
I guess it was paralyzed.
Initializing drive.
Here's our chance.
Initiating drive.
A chance.
Full boost.
This'll
Go
hurt.
all out.
What's Fenderlights rated?
Give them your all.
Time for the main.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. If you could. I won't let this chance slip by.
Going all in.
Initiating drive. Initializing drive.
My move now. This'll
Poor thing.
hurt.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
It's done.
Huh?
It takes more damage while stunned, right?
Here's our chance.
Maybe not.
Activating skill.
Optical cannon.
A chance. Stay fast. Take this.
Up to you, Reset. Got it.
Don't mind me.
Target locked. Huh? Miss Clodell. Activating skill.
Okay. Man, this boss was easy. I'm so glad I don't need to analyze every single enemy before I kill it. Probably the best quality of life change. I'm glad that worked out. Like some of them feel like a little too handholdy for me. Like the freaking map for the riddle quest is really silly, really stupid. But not having to analyze every single enemy before I even take an action in every fight is so much nicer. Very nice work, everyone. Time to grab the goods. So this is Samoria Moss. Its pale glow makes it quite a mysterious plant. I bet this would go for a shit ton of Mira if we grab them by the root. They're important research materials, so please only take what you need. Just messing around. Pretty sure you were at least half serious. Not like I don't get where he's coming from. Anyway, that's that job done. Let's get back to the research lab. Okay. I'm just gonna recover my magic points, my MP here. My EP, rather.
How very soothing.
Here's your schedule.
Your schedule? Oh, I never gave this away. Hair tonic that makes one feel fabulous.
You know me well.
Objective set.
I guess we're off.
Fabulous, Rene. This is what you're looking for, right? Yep, this is the stuff. Oh, thank you so much. Now our research can go forward as planned. We can't let old George do all the work, can we? I see a colleague of yours at the Institute. Oh no, he's all the way over in Ereboni, actually. George the Gnome. He's a student of Professor Schmidt, another one of the 3 disciples. And he's researching artificial limbs, too. Bioengineering isn't his niche, but he's a whiz at just about anything he puts his mind to. A friend of his lost an arm a while back, and he's been working really hard on artificial limbs ever since. He's even published papers on them. Ah, yeah, I remember reading those papers. I'm trying to remember which friend lost an arm. Did Crow end up losing an arm at some point? I don't think so. He died, but came back to life. For a while, this series just played very fast and loose on stakes and whether they mattered or not. They were comprehensive, to say the least. Not just the theory, but sign limits, materials, budgeting, everything. Truly a brilliant man. You're quite well connected, I see, even outside your specific field. It's like all party members know each other. At the very least, they know about each other. I happened to meet him when he visited CCF to study a while back. We hit it off pretty well. Turns out we share a lot of friends ourselves. We plan to share this painkiller with him once we finish developing it. We may come from different backgrounds, but we're both engineers working towards a common goal. That's the whole point of science, no? Oh, how sweet. It's kind of a thing among Jaegers too. At the end of the day, work's work. And having some friendly competition never hurts. Well, we'll try not to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for your help. Glad to be of service. That goes for you as well, Katra. But please do try and rest when you can. Well, same to you, Essie. Thanks, though. I'm glad we could help.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay. So actually... I need to talk to some characters, I just don't know where they are. I'm thinking it might be the exclamation marks towards the bottom. Oh, there are students running around today. It's over here, right? Oh, maybe not. Or maybe yes. Can I go back down here?
Breeze here feels so nice.
So nice. Cindy and Orally? I thought you would want to take some more time off. You still look awfully tired. Are you sure you're alright? Oh, this is the girl that, attempted suicide. I just don't want to cause everybody more trouble than I already have. I never expected Professor Callaghan to just disappear like that either. Nor did I. I was just as shocked when I learned of it this morning. The police are investigating as we speak. It has to have been a kidnapping. He would never just vanish and leave his research on the table like that. I just can't believe it. I didn't want this. I hate what he did to me, but I never wanted to end up like this. Cindy. Hey there, sorry to intrude, but you're Cindy then. Oh, are you... Right, you're the Spriggan investigating his disappearance. Now I remember. That's me, yeah. Do you need something from me? We wanted to talk to you about a job we were working on. Can we talk in private for a sec? So, your name was coming up a lot when we were looking into these harassment allegations here at the Institute. We got an anonymous tip to kick this whole thing off, so I just wanted to ask, were you the whistleblower? I'm sorry, but no. Wait, it wasn't you? Definitely not. This is the first time I even heard about you. But, I admit, it was really starting to wear me down. I started feeling like I should just leave the Institute entirely. Sometimes I just wanted his research to crash and burn. Sometimes at night I would just... I wish I would disappear. I just can't go public with this. He's such an incredible scientist. I couldn't bear to ruin his whole career over this. I see. I wonder who our client could have been then. Good question. We did get a couple of hints from yesterday's questioning. Let's start with those. I may be barking up the wrong tree here, but have you met a man called Aster? He's another one of my colleagues. I last saw him at this morning's meeting. He was mumbling to himself throughout the meeting. It made me kind of curious. I think I heard him say, they took it. They get the evidence. He's done. Huh, that's my first time hearing his name. They took it could very well mean us taking his job off our bulletin board. We might be on something there. Could you tell us where we might find him? He mentioned... sorry. He mentioned that he was doing his work on a sofa today since the lab is out of commission. He's probably still something in the He's probably still somewhere in the Institute, but I couldn't tell you where specifically. Got it. Thanks for the info. Please, think nothing of it. I hope the professor's okay. The harassment is one thing, but his disappearance has everyone shaken. And I hope I can bounce back from all this. I know it's been tough on everybody while I was away. If you do find Aster, give him my regards. Probably the one up there, inside the Institute.
The breeze here feels so nice.
So nice. First floor. Oh.
Very well.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. We weren't missing any drinks.
Indeed.
Why does she seem so angry?
Very well.
Or so sad about looking at the vending machine? This theory could greatly simplify the equations we're using. I'll have to test that out in the lab. Or wait, no, I forgot. It's a total mess right now. I have to wait until it's cleared up. I need to do the professor proud. I can't screw this up. What's up? You asked her? Cindy told us about you. And who are you, if I may ask? We're from Arkwright Solutions. The guy put out a request on our bulletin board yesterday, and we're looking into their case. It's them! I wasn't expecting you to seek me out in person. I did find out that you took the job, though, and that you talked to the professor directly. I saw you leaving his room yesterday. Well, that saves me the rundown. Sorry if that's not what you wanted us to do. The way you wrote the request made it sound like you just wanted him to stop, instead of trying to bring legal action against him. That's right. Very perceptive of you. Kudos. Do you mind telling me what he said? Not at all. He kind of blew his top and said, I'm gonna kill all of them. I'm gonna be even worse. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd do that. I completely agree. His behavior was reprehensible. We tried to explain that to him. He just wouldn't listen. Nothing worked. Of course, that's all on the back burner now. Yeah, one look at his lab and you can tell how oppressive it is. I'm really worried for him. It's gotten so bad that I actually considered going public with this. This is just too much to bear. But, well, not right now, I won't. His safety takes priority. It's not just revenge, is it? You sound as if there's more to it. Oh, absolutely. I've never met a more talented, passionate man than Professor Callaghan. Who he is as a person doesn't change who he is as a scientist. He's one of the greatest minds of our generation. I still respect him, but all the same, I hate how he betrayed me. That's what a lot of your... Wait, hold on, back up a bit. What do you mean by betrayed? Above this abuse, above all else, Callaghan betrayed my feelings. Every time I see the professor with him, it makes my blood boil. Oh. Wait, what? He does a bunch of work behind our backs, he goes scurrying out of town on a whim? Just why? Am I not good enough for you, Professor? Why would you toss me to the wayside like that? I'm sorry, I'm ranting. No, it's quite alright. Looks like Aster had a much more complicated relationship with Professor Callaghan. One guy yesterday said some of the professor's assistants were acting real weird lately, but he put that down to stress. Oh, this is definitely news to us. We're working on another job, actually. They want us to try and find him. If you know anything about where he might have gone, you mind sharing it with us? Oh, you're looking for him? Of course. I like to think I know him pretty well. I don't like letting him out of my sight for even a second. Huh? Could you tell us about this individual he meets with, then? I don't know his name, but I know he's not from the Institute. He doesn't dress like it anyway. He's real cushy with the professor now. Never gotten a look good at his face. I only ever see him at night. He said he goes out of town a lot. Do you know where? Yeah, the old outdoor experiment complex. You're familiar with it, right, Katra? Right, that building on the outskirts of the canyon. That does sound weird. What on earth was he doing out there? Wish I knew. All I know is that he would head out there with that strange friend of his. I just don't understand why he's gallivanting off with some other man when he has me. Well, thanks for the info. That's a really big help. I'm glad to hear that. Please bring him back safely to me. For me.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Love to see it.
And extra 2 SP for answering correctly in the previous day of exploration. Still no law. I'm surprised. We're getting very close and low on chaos points, though. Okay. I guess now we just have to check all the red markers. No, I remember seeing you yesterday. We were looking to speak with Professor Cronkite. He just left, sorry. Dude, we just missed him. He does seem to be spending a lot of time outside his lab lately. You wouldn't happen to know where he went, would you? We're looking into Callaghan's disappearance. We thought he might know a thing or two about the guy. I'm not sure where he went, I'm afraid. If I had to guess, though, I think he's taking a quick break right now. There's this cafe he's taken to visiting lately. Usually heads out for a pick-me-up around this time. Oh, where is it? Well, that's the million-mirror question. The owner, Willie, roams around town all throughout the day. The cafe is never in one place for long. He just packs up and goes wherever his heart guides him. The professor has his pattern down to a science, though. I have no idea how he does it. Oh, that's the place we visited yesterday. I do remember the guy saying some professor types stopped by a lot. Neither Essie nor I can make sense of the cafe's movements either. Well, Brothers of Elimination it is, then. Let's start with where we saw him last. Maybe we'll run into somebody who saw him pack up, and then we just follow the trail from there. I heard from some students that he was over by the church in the artisanal district last night. It sounded like it was late enough that he would have called it a night instead of packing up and heading somewhere else. We have a lead then. We should ask if anyone in the area saw the cafe the following day. Yeah, let's head on over to the church and see what's up.
Here's your schedule.
Here's your shadow. Okay.
Let's do this.
Your shadow. Ah, sorry, I'm getting the hiccups. Well, there's nothing here. I guess it only makes sense that he'd have moved by now. Hey there, you guys looking for Willis Cafe? Sure are. I was eating at his place when he was here last night. After I finished my meal, he closed up shop and went off towards Newtown. If I had to guess, he's probably over there today, or close to it. You can never be sure with him. Guy's a real free bird. But that's as good a guess as any. Gotcha. Now you mention it, he was over there this time yesterday too. Looks he doesn't stick to a schedule, but maybe he does have a pattern. We might also find people there who have seen the cafe more recently. This is our most probable lead, so I recommend we take a look. Sounds good. Let's head over to that hotel. Thanks for the help, man. No problem. Not sure what you're tracking him down for, but best of luck regardless.
Here's your schedule.
Off we go.
Alvis? And his car? This whole thing is linked to the Mafia. What do you know? Freaking guild. They'll stick your noses in every damn corner, I swear. Don't be salty over it, bud. That's just what their comms network gets them. Yeah, I think it could be really useful for us too, if we just work together. You good there, guys? I don't remember them dogpiling on him like that. Are they picking up on his sarcasm? Anyway, we know what we gotta do now. We're gonna get our equipment sorted out, and then we move. You guys stay sharp out there. Beneath that prickly exterior, he really does care for us. Hee hee. Perhaps a certain Spriggan is rubbing off on him. Everyone is robbing everyone. I mean... I wasn't expecting much, but oh well. That's how I wanted to spend my day, going a wild goose chase on the clock. The food here is so good, it just sucks that it's so hard to track this place down. Lucky to catch him before he moved. Alright, now I'm feeling energized. Time to get cracking. And X marks the spot. Excuse me, you got a sec? Oh, you guys were looking into those harassment claims, right? I got in touch with a friend of mine for the first time in a while. She works at the Institute. Need me to set you two up? Nah, this is something different. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. We're just looking for somebody. The roaming cafe was just around here, right? Oh, Willie's. Yeah. He parked here until, 10 minutes ago? I guess he's quicker on his feet today, for whatever reason. As soon as I got done eating, he packed up and left. I think he was headed for the artisanal district. Great, the old runaround. We sure this wild goose chase is worth it? Well, he can't have gone very far yet. Sometimes he even changes his mind, and stops right in his tracks. He really does go wherever his heart wanders. Well, we know where to look. Let's catch him before he strays too far. So he didn't make it, didn't make it out yet. Also, the bracers are here. And not a single eyewitness report either. Oh, right, I forgot we were looking for the professor, not the cafe owner. Yang! Finally found you.
Catra. And that group with the Spriggan, correct? I expected you might be coming to find me soon.
Strange how the man we just so happened to casually run into twice already is doing such incredible work for the Republican Army. Yeah, he's developing weapons like those big humanoid things, right? Correct. He's quite a known figure within Marduk. It's kind of weird how they just stopped to tell us about who he is. In case you don't remember, this is the character we're talking about. Pleasure seeing you again. It's a real honor that such an esteemed professor remembers folks like us. And since you do, I imagine you've got a pretty good idea of why we're here. It's like, it's fine if you do that once in a while, but I feel like we've met him recently. I imagine you've got a pretty good idea of why we're here?
I do, considering your position in recent events. Professor Callahan truly has left me in quite a predicament. His ties to the instability of the Orbital Network and its distribution, as well as the Mafia, were unfortunate enough on their own. But now here you are, dragging me into it.
How did you know all of that? You get all that from the CEO?
No, the logic is simple enough. One need only link the subject of his research to the timing of the city's recent dilemmas for the pieces to fall into place. There is also that vast sum of money he received from an unknown source and various inexplicable phenomena to consider. It all shares a lot in common with those perplexing incidents that have taken place across the Republic the past few months. The ones related to Almada and their ever-expanding influence. Now, am I wrong?
Nice of you to not tell anyone anything. I'm amazed that you could connect the dots so precisely. Then we have all we
need. Do you really?
Right, it's a researcher's duty to substantiate a working theory by accumulating proof. Any conclusion that skips over this process holds no value.
As I've so often told you, ultimately, you must arrive at your own conclusion as a fellow researcher. Though I would not be against offering you my guidance as I did when you completed Fio and Zeros. I shall be on my way then. I have much research that requires my attention.
This guy's such a pain in the ass! Here I thought he was gonna be our next lead. Do you mind, Agnes? No, I understand. Just a minute, please. Researchers don't work all on their own to find answers, right? The wisdom they gain is built on the research and papers of people who came before them.
True. I cannot deny that. And?
I was just thinking, we could exchange info, make a deal. We happen to have something that pertains to those inexplicable phenomena you brought up. If you'd be open to giving us a little more of your time, I think we and that something could make it worth your while.
Oh?
You mean... is this the Genesis? Hmm?
Very well then. I'm intrigued.
I guess it's as good a time as any to clue Catra in as well.
I'd like to see this something that relates to all the incidents taking place across the Republic. This puzzle piece that appears neither to be an artifact nor the singularity from a year and a half ago. Well, where is it?
I wonder if we're gonna leave one with them. Or if Agnes maybe only brought the one. Wow. I see now. Analyze this device for us, Catra. Can I touch it? Yes, of course. Judging by the way it's aged, I wouldn't even say it's anywhere close to being a century old. So definitely not an artifact. All these buttons and indicators make the front look obtuse at first, but it's all organized and looks to serve a clear purpose. From my perspective, it resembles more the original generation of orbments back when they were based off of clocks. It's significantly more complex than any of those, however. This here is the work of a genius. Wait, could this have been made by a commendable effort? It's one of the experimental devices that my own master was involved in developing, leading to the establishment of orbment technology. One of the 8 orbment prototypes developed by Professor C. Epstein. They are called the 8 Genesis. I was not aware they were still in existence. I can't believe I'm touching an orbment designed by Professor Epstein. How did you come to have something like this, Agnes? Sorry, but we're gonna have to stay tight-lipped on that one, even if you're connected to one of the 3 disciples. Like we said before showing it to you, we're counting on you guys to keep their existence a secret. I will be true to my word, and it does help me understand what you're doing here in Basel now. Now Sami compensated you for what you have shown us. You wanted to know about Professor Callaghan's research, correct? Yeah, we've heard he was the one who developed the weaponry that's being used by Calvard at the moment. So whatever he's trying to develop right now has to do with military tech too. You're indeed correct regarding what he achieved, but he's a researcher of engineering science first and foremost. In a sense, he's currently grappling with one of that field's most difficult challenges. The realization of certain thought experiments, and the use of the physical phenomena involved as weapons. A thought experiment. What's a thought experiment? Is this some Maxwell Demon kind of stuff? Oh? It couldn't be. Ah yes, it doesn't surprise me in the least that someone from Marduk would have heard of that which I'm referring. Of course, the existence of such weapons is purely theoretical. It is impossible to create them using modern technology. Not without a discovery so groundbreaking that it fundamentally upends what is possible. Well then, I have said all I intend to. Now I must return to work. Hey! Or maybe they're just saying nukes. We're making nukes. Can the atom be split? I'm not following any of this. I don't believe in discussing the research of others at length publicly until it has been published. I've given you all of the information that the antique you showed me justifies. Kasha will enlighten you on the rest, I'm sure. So that's where he draws the line as a researcher, huh? This is very like him. So are you able to pick up where he left off? Yeah. What's this thought experiment he was talking about? Well...
I remember hearing about this from Professors Callahan and Hamilton a long time ago. About a theoretical form of tech in which the smallest units of matter would create a fusion reaction, producing a massive amount of energy.
Okay, we are talking about nukes. But are we skipping straight to fusion instead of fission?
Such diabolical weapons cannot be created. But if they could, the consequences could be unthinkable.
Okay, I guess it makes sense for the setting to just advance into this. We started like the Industrial Revolution stuff, and we got cars showing up. Then we got the internet. I guess the nukes should have shown up way earlier.
They're often referred to as nuclear weapons.
What an ominous idea. I could barely understand your explanation, but just hearing it sent a chill down my spine. You can say that again. Their existence is purely theoretical. No one has ever come close to creating such a thing. The predictive simulations that Marduk has run rate their probability of being realized anytime soon as extremely low. Parallel distributed computing alone isn't going to be enough to get over the insurmountable hurdles that stand in its way. Agreed, even if whatever was at work behind the scenes in Crossville a year and a half ago was the one involved. Professor Callaghan would know all of this too, so if he really is still trying, that makes it even harder to guess where he could be. Did we have nukes at some point in the previous one? Like, I'm trying to remember what happened at the end of Reverie. Like, I remember us going into this thing that showed up by Crossbow, and I guess they said they had missiles aimed at parts of the world, and that's why everyone was like sort of coming in together to destroy that thing. But man, I completely forgot about the ending of Reverie. I might have to like look it up again. Like, what was the antagonist's threat at that point? We still have to find him. Phew, that was a lot to take in. I'm still trying to process it all myself. I can hardly believe Professor Callaghan is attempting to develop nuclear weapons. His chances of succeeding are slim to none, but we can't discount the possibility that he'll make another dangerous invention along the way. And we can't let something like that fall into Almada's hands. We'll need some clues if we want to stop them, though. And that outdoor experiment complex in the canyon is the best lead we have. If he's been frequenting that place, there's a decent chance he'll have left something incriminating behind. Well, what are we standing around here for? Let's get our asses over and get a jump on him. We'll bag that son of a bitch in a jiff if we leave the cops, guilds, and CIDs just on the floor. Sorry, and leave their jobs on the floor. A solid course of action. We should make our way over there as soon as we are ready. Sounds like a plan. I should let my classmates know what's going on. Where even are we? Who are you, sir? Why do you have Lawrence? I wonder if I'd have the patience to talk to our VMPC if I was playing on my own. And not on a stream. And we've already played 50 hours. Okay, let's see. Let's sit straight over. I don't think we have anything else to do.
Let's be on our way.
Here we are. Keep your eyes peeled. Got it. Thinking about it, that's the first time we ever got to drive somewhere as a group. Now that you mention it, you're right. The truck is much more comfortable now, too. Yeah, you've clearly done more than just expand the vehicle's capacity, huh? You must have spent quite a lot of time on mirror customizing it. You can tell? Yeah, the suspension is the main thing. Nope, not interested. Anyway, we came here, but... I almost forgot you were here last night. Wasn't that because of resets? It's quite alright. I'm sure Mr. Salesian is well aware. You're talking about that Marduk satellite. Yeah, I know about it. You were the one communicating with it, then. My apologies. I didn't intend to disturb your stargazing. Don't worry about it. It's bothered me before, but we need all the support we can get right now. Like, they said it's a low-altitude satellite, but they make it sound like it only drops down for the communication and then goes away. Look, Theo and Saros are here to help. I didn't know they moved around. I don't know if that's real or if that's just for the setting. The Robomod here's to hang out too? It's good for ground combat, right? Can see him being a big asset here. Oh, without a doubt. We're going to explore the canyon, Theo, and I want you to remain vigilant over surroundings, Saros. Understood, Catra. They voiced all of the dog's lines. Our destination is the outdoor experiment complex at the other end of this road, right? One thing I do appreciate is clearly not just a person barking. And if it is, at least they like masked it. Unlike with the wolf from the Crossbow games. Oh my god, I forgot its name. But wasn't it Sight? That was just a guy barking into the microphone. It was so funny. Oh, we got a new craft. Finally getting crafts for Catra.
Look out for ranged attacks.
I'll take it from here.
Here goes. Get to work.
You've got a charge attack ready to go.
They're stunned! Next!
Loose gauge charging, good and done.
Come on! Thanks a whole bunch, Theo, Saros.
We don't really get much out of that, huh? Well, so we gotta get down there then. It's blocked last time, but...
Watch it. That one's big.
I eagerly await your performance. Leave this to me.
You could do a charge attack too.
But how much HP does this one have?
There we go. Miss Claudel.
Activating skill.
No.
Here's our chance. This'll do the trick.
I want to see this one.
Now's your chance to boost.
Saros, get to work.
The animation is kind of whatever.
Here goes.
No. I won't let this
Activating skill.
No. Miss Claudel. Yeah. There. No.
Man, but it's really fast now, actually.
Petra.
Activating skill.
That's how it goes.
Agnes' white heal upgraded to innocent heal. I'll take that.
Take care. It's above an A-level threat. I'm on it.
You could do a charge attack too. Attacking target. Activating skill.
A chance.
Oh, they weren't close enough for a thing?
Activating skill.
Here's our chance.
Bit of a shame.
Activating skill.
A chance. Up to you.
Activating skill.
Add some more.
A chance. There. Yeah.
Here's a little more.
Catch
Activating skill.
There we go.
Bam! Later. Gotcha.
Sorry, not letting it have a turn.
Keep going and clear them away.
Stats upgraded.
Those might actually give a lot of experience. At least compared to the other enemies we've been fighting. Which is fair, since they're so fucking tanky. What are those? Oh, I think we've been here before. Or no? I think we went down part way last time upon the rest of the path block.
Let's get to work.
Show them what you're really capable of.
I'm going.
They flinch.
Come on! They flinched!
Battle done. Assembling data.
Keep your guard.
Only two of them?
Energy output max.
Let's do Cobalt Curtain. And then I'm just gonna do this.
Here I go. Activating
I want to
skill.
do damage.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
I won't lose.
Mostly weak to wind. Alright. Let me step back a little bit.
Right now.
Initializing drive.
Probably gonna approach the party, so let's put this here.
Initiating drive. Dispatching shield.
My move now.
Make it count.
Stay put.
There.
Dispatching shield.
I won't lose.
Oh no, they wanna...
Going all in.
they wanna hit our arts
Dispatching
casters.
shield.
I won't lose. This'll do the trick.
Keep it up. It's working.
Activating skill.
I'd rather do this instead of using the new skill.
This'll hurt.
Make it count.
Doesn't hit them both? Oh, that's a bit annoying. Okay. Try to do it like this.
All for you.
That's a bit annoying.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Energy output max.
Can I just death blow them?
Don't mind me.
I'd like to death blow them.
Going all in.
Is this not a back attack?
Don't mind me.
Fine.
Activating skill.
My move now.
Go all out.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up. It's working.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
All out. Give them your all. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
This should get them.
Activating skill.
Control ray.
Nice work, you two. That dog of yours is a hell of a beast, huh? Yeah, he's just the toughest any military monster I've ever seen. Your support is proving a valuable asset in battle, too. Thanks, but I wasn't the only one who made them. I had the rest of my family's help. Life was so much fun in those days. The professor was still in Basel. Yang and Essie were around. Supervisor Giscard was always there to support us. And Professor Callaghan was so nice to everyone, too. Sag. Professor Hamilton left the Republic roughly 2.5 years ago to assist with the environmental issues in the East, correct? Yeah, she did the right thing for the future of Zemuria, but a lot has changed for the worse here since then. She would say Yang is the greatest mind to be born since her own teacher, and that's made clear with his weapons development work on for the government. Now he's shifted focus to some other mystery project that I'm sure will be incredible. As is mostly focused on developing new technology in the field of medicine now, he's always been one for getting lost in her own world. Professor Callaghan was the top engineer of his generation, but he ended up getting surpassed by Professor Cronkite, which is what eventually led to our current mess. Yeah, I promised Gran I'd take good care of things in her absence, but I haven't done a good job at all. I don't know how I'm going to face her when she comes back. I'm sorry, just forget I said anything. Or Gran, you mean Professor Hamilton, right? Oh, you try and come across as a big man, but you're just a Guanese baby boy at the end of the day, huh? Man, fuck you, Aaron. I wouldn't go that far. She's family, so I care about her a lot, that's all. She, Yang, and Essie might not be my family by blood, but they are in every other sense. I see. Anyway, this isn't any place to be standing around flapping our jaws. Let's move on. Looks like there's treasure down there. I'm gonna have to find a way over. Like, I'm not just blind, I'm not seeing it, right?
Fuse gauge charging, good and done.
I hope I'm not.
Looks like the game's on here.
Come on! I eagerly await your performance. You've got a charge attack ready to go.
I got an achievement for defeating 1,000 enemies.
Come on! They're stunned! Keep your guard up. That's a big group. Now's your chance to boost.
I don't want to though. Oh, I think I missed someone.
My sincere thanks. Reset! Energy output max. Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
A chance! What should I do?
Make it count.
Activating skill. Here I come.
A chance.
Give him your all.
Here goes.
Give him your all. No.
I need to get more action parts for everyone in the party.
Activating skill.
There's action 1, 2, 3 for everyone.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
That was flawless, Kendra. Here I go.
Now, let's finish the job.
Engaging sharp strike. Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
A chance.
No.
I feel like we're setting some help with her CP.
Shall I prepare some sweet food, Mr. Arkwright?
CP charge. Oh, there we go.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Defense 3. This is the one that we couldn't get earlier, right? I believe so. It was just right around the corner.
I'm on. I've got this. Look out for ranged attacks.
Come on! Engage an
Ow.
enemy.
Those things fucking home.
Ready to go. Now is the time for storm. Energy output at full throttle. Activating skill.
Cannon. Oh, these figures look excellent.
Oh.
You kicked some real tail, Catra.
Activating sharks.
These enemies are assholes.
Accessing. Initialize.
A chance.
Okay, we can do free magic.
Certain arts will work better.
I'd probably do more damage with the regular attack using Van, honestly, but I don't know.
Make it count.
Let's go down. Shine. And twirl ray.
Here's our chance.
Energy output.
This'll do the trick.
Throttle.
Shame that we don't actually have the
Out all the stops.
Activating skill.
Locking on. Fire.
you don't have an S-craft.
A chance.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating.
Great.
At least not with that character.
Stage limiter unlocked. I won't let this chance slip by. Don't mind me.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Like hell you are. My move now. This'll hurt.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
You're not getting away. Blast off. Like hell you are.
I'll take you on.
Oh. God, the range on this turned huge. I didn't realize.
Going all in.
Innocent heal.
I know you
Sheer
are.
thing. Ketra.
Oh, she also changed her
This'll
voice
do the
line.
trick.
It's
Energy
Innocent Heal now,
output at full throttle.
instead of White.
This'll do the trick.
Keep it up. It's working.
This'll do the
Got another
trick.
attack right now. Can I just freeze these things?
Optical cannon.
Dispatching shield.
A chance. This'll hurt.
Full boost. Go all out.
Make it count.
Certain arts will work better. Activating skill. No.
Up to you, Reset.
Don't mind me.
Reset.
You cannot run. Fire.
Stop right there.
A chance.
Activating skill. There we go. We're down. A chance.
Okay, we can blow them up. Maybe not. Oh no, I think this will hit both of them.
All you on, yes.
We're going in the right direction here, aren't we? As far as I remember, yeah. I've been here before, but not many times. No reaction from it at all? Not even a little, no. We're just gonna have to keep pressing on then. Are you talking about the Genesis that you showed us earlier? Yes, we have reason to believe the Genocide are in some way connected to what's happening here. I really wish I knew a bit more about them. Where did you even end up with something belonging to Professor Epstein? Well, it was her grandfather, right? Can you just give Katra a brief summary of her background and all the crises the Genesis had caused thus far? You're Professor Epstein's great-granddaughter. Sorry, great-grandfather. You know, I do remember hearing from Professor Hamilton that he had an adopted daughter who went missing. That would be my grandmother, yes. She passed when I was younger, I believe. Adopted granddaughter. Oh. Her adopted daughter. Those words at the end of Professor Epstein's diary certainly are worrying, as is all the trouble you say they've caused. Even if Professor Epstein did make them, I can't believe how much they seem to be capable of. We still don't know what they'll be used for here in Basel either. Even if we assume they are involved here, we still don't know how they'll tie into what's happening. Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be a clear pattern we can deduce from all of the other cases to guide us. Actually, I might as well ask. You don't think having something like that would let them develop impossible tech, right? No, it's highly unlikely. There are exceptions, like whatever happened a year and a half ago, which I don't know much about, I'll admit. But that was a very special case. None of the technology that was used back then has been used since. Technology is almost always developed in a clear, progressive manner, without any large gaps or sudden leaps. How do you explain the orbital revolution then? I believe those devices then were only used to learn how orbital phenomena worked, as well as to learn how to apply those phenomena elsewhere. They didn't create new technology from scratch so much as improve the development environment and enable it to become what it was. Which in itself is a significant... So that may be what we're dealing with. You can't create new technology out of nowhere like magic. However, if you can somehow create a development environment that defies common sense... It's all falling into place now. Is it? I'm confused. I might be stupid. Exactly. It sounds like we haven't got time to waste. So are they trying to develop something during their little experiments with the Genesis? I'm not sure what they mean by development environment. Because in terms of devices, they were talking about a pretty clear test bed to use for testing stuff. And now they're like...
You've got a charge attack ready to go.
These old devices are doing weird shit, and that's gonna help us develop weird tech. I don't know. It's confusing to me. I didn't understand that leap.
This'll do the trick.
Now's your chance to activating skill.
Cannon. On yes.
Boost level maximum strength.
Make it count.
Activating drive. A chance for activating skill.
There.
Mr. Arkwright. Use a sharp activating skill.
I think on yes is gonna blow them all up anyway.
All you on yes. Nice. That went great.
I owe you, Van.
Seems like that's the way forward. Okay. It's actually getting kind of late for me, so let me just kill these enemies, get the treasure that's left in this area, and then we'll rest in front of the final boss for this area, and we'll continue next time.
Now's your chance to boost.
Boost.
Initiating drive.
Start boosting.
A chance for a shoulder boost. Don't mind me. Activating skill.
They're stunned. Here goes.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Think fast. Take this.
There.
I'm going.
Now's your activating skill.
Optical cannon.
A chance. There.
A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Get it all.
Think fast. Take this. Nice. That went great.
Detect treasure.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Oh, I just noticed that for the others it's tea, but for Van it's sweets. So considerate, so nice.
Looks like the gang's all here.
I eagerly await your performance.
You got a charge attack ready to go.
Thanks as always, Theo.
That looks like a nice chest.
Yellow metal. Defense, huh?
Bet we can rest there.
How relaxing.
Okay. Let's end it here for today. And tomorrow we can get to the bottom of this. Arts damage increases when HP is slower, huh? Interesting. Alright, well, thanks so much for dropping in. Thanks Douglas Gant for the follow, though something tells me they might just take it back since I didn't look at their portfolio. And yeah, thanks everyone that dropped in. Hope to see you next time. We'll be streaming this again on Friday. I'm not sure if we'll finish chapter 5 or if we'll get close, or if we're getting like halfway through. But yeah, hope to see you then. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.